Texas. I'm going to be your host. I'm going to do this presentation about Connect, about R-Link, blockchain, all that. We've got a lot of projects in our ecosystem, if you would, but the one that I'm going to focus on is R-Link. And you guys clicked on it, you looked on it, you're on it there. Well, 14 months ago, I knew nothing about blockchain, like zero, nothing. And over the last 14 months, I think I've learned a lot, but I've learned also what I don't know. But I'm going to be sharing this product with you tonight that I'm going to say something. Those of you who know me, I was a network marketer for 25 years full time. And I say this to everybody. If this is your first time seeing this, not because I'm presenting it, but I will tell you this. Once you understand what this platform does, you'll never want to use Zoom ever again or any of the other ones. And I know that's a bold statement. That sounds like it's a cliche, too good to be true. But when you see it, I really think it's going to blow you away. So if you're brand new on here, appreciate you coming out here. I appreciate you jumping on with us, spending a little bit of time. Give me 1 second. I'm going to pull that up. Okay, there we go. I'm going to throw out some disclaimers for you. Probably when you got on here, you saw a disclaimer, but here's another one. You can take a picture of it. You can read it, but I'm going to give you the little small version. I forget what that's called. But when you read books, you know what I'm talking about. But this is going to definitely contain forward-thinking statements or forward-looking statements, if you would. There's no earning claims, no financial advice for sure. Digital rewards are for utility. Do your own research. And I'm going to expand on do your own research in a second. Some people like to say this arena is high risk, high reward. You know, some people, it scares them. Some people, they look at it and go, okay, that's where all the big stuff happens. So the information is for educational purposes. I'm going to try and teach as much as I possibly can, but there's a lot more to know about this stuff. And you can ask the person that invited you on here to answer some of those questions or introduce you to some of the other folks, even myself, I can help. Nodes and blockchains are governed by the DGF, Distributed Governance Framework. So all these slides I think are important, but I think this is a big one coming up. I want you to think about the $1 trillion shift no one's talking about. If you could rewind time and go back, hindsight is 20/20 every time. If you could go back and get a piece of the internet before it exploded, would you do it? I mean, it's a rhetorical question. I think we all would. You know, this time it's blockchain. And the battleground, video conferencing. It sounds silly, like, what's the big deal of this video conferencing? And you'll see in a minute. Just hang tight, take some notes. You'll see. But these are some of the ways we all missed. I mean, maybe you didn't, but I did. Uber. Remember when Uber was coming out, I think it was 10 years ago, maybe, I don't know. But I remember thinking, dude, that's a dumb idea. Who's going to get in a stranger's car without even looking at it, without paying attention? I think I was the last one of my friends to take an Uber or like, what was the other one? I don't know the other one. I can't remember. But I was probably the last person to do it. And you think about it, you didn't want to get in strangers' cars. Our parents told us not to get in strangers' cars. Now, when we travel, we get in an Uber because they know the lay of the land. They know all the great places to go. Airbnb, personal story right here. I spent, a lot, probably $300,000 to take this 1840 log cabin in Frederick, Maryland that was like falling down. They called it a blight property. I looked it up. I didn't even know what blight meant, but I could guess because it was a dump. And I spent $300,000 and I made it beautiful. And I was living in California. I fixed it. I got married. We moved to Dallas. Didn't live in it like I was going to. So then I never put it on Airbnb. I knew about Airbnb or whatever, but I was like, no, they're going to destroy it because I used to rent my properties for a year at a time to people, and they destroyed it. They don't clean all the time. They don't take care of anything. So I thought, oh, they're going to ruin my place that's brand new. I didn't even spend a night in it. My wife said, you got to put it on Airbnb. We've probably been there 3 or 4 times a year. Loved it. I looked into it, asked friends. 5 years later, maybe 6 years now, it looks brand new like it did when I first built it. Because Airbnb, I learned, people want to get a 5-star. They don't use your kitchen. They don't do anything. Think about Apple. I wish I bought Apple stock way back when. I think we all did. Bitcoin, personal story. Somebody shared it with me in a company I was with. It was like $500 or $600 a coin. I thought I needed a computer science degree. I thought I had to be like a genius to figure it out. Well, I missed it. We all do this. We look back and we said, I'm glad I did, or I wish I had. We all say that. It's either you're glad you did it, or I was at the right place at the right time. Oh, I know a buddy. I got a friend. They did it, and I did it. It's like we all miss out. You got to think about that. Apple stock. If you put $1,000 in Apple stock in 2003, it'd be worth 300, maybe a little bit more. Bitcoin 2010, it says it's worth 82. I think it's worth 104,000 right now. I think at this point, $5 would have been worth $100,000. I mean, Uber IPO, people became millionaires overnight. I remember the internet. People became internet millionaires. Boom, it was like boom, 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 over and over. And it's like the pain of missing out. We've all felt it. The regret of being too late. And look, it really, not this time. You have the ability to be in the right place at the right time. And that's a cliche also. I can't tell you how many times I've heard that, where I shake my head, I roll my eyes, I go, oh, here we go again, right place, right time. I mean, I've done it a million times, but I miss it. I've always learned that an opportunity is never missed. It's just passed on to some hustles. They're picking it up while you're passing it on. If you've ever done any kind of marketing, you've probably heard of this guy, Arthur Schopenhauer. If you hadn't, he said opportunities go through three phases. They're ridiculed first, then they're violently opposed, then they're self-evident. It happens with every opportunity. Like you come up with a new idea or you get involved with something, somebody's always poo-pooing it. And then somebody is going to go the extra mile and find something that's wrong with it. They're going to say this, they're going to say that. And then if it continues to grow and if it becomes successful, it's something called self-evident. And it's funny because people will say, oh, you got lucky, or you in the right place at the right time. I mean, it's like we're all in the right place at the right time sometime, but you got to take action. You got to know you're in the right place. You got to take action. So the three biggest lies about the space of video conferencing, saturated. Well, I mean, 310 million users a day. I'm sure Google Meets does, and I'm sure Microsoft Teams does as well. But people think only coders or crypto experts can profit from blockchain. Look, it's not too late to get in early at all. And the truth is, our link is open to every single person. You don't need to know how to do code. You don't need to know how to do any of that stuff. So think about this. I'm just talking about Zoom, but I always pick on Zoom, but that's the one I've used all the time. Well, let's just say video conferencing. The market's 95 billion. Our share, your share, my share is nothing. We're the users. We don't get anything. We don't get anything from it. We're the users that power it. Big tech gets 100% of all of that stuff, and it's powered by the platform owners. I mean, it's captured by the platform owners. And we do all the work. We do all the meetings, all that stuff. Here's the big problem that no one talks about. Centralized control by big tech. I mean, they own everything. The few companies control the entire infrastructure. Do you think they're going to give you something? No, they're not. I'm going to tell you a quick story. Zoom. And again, I'm not picking on them, but I was in a company. I had tens of thousands of people in my organization that were using Zoom. Okay. I wrote Zoom and I said, because of me, you have 10,000 plus more users. I mean, it was probably 50,000. We had 250,000 people. And I never heard back from them because I said, I want to get a free account. I just wanted to see if I could. Nothing. There's no user ownership or profit sharing. Data exploitation is the business model. That's it. They're not going to give us anything. They built it. And I'm a free market capitalist. But read this. Facebook users, this is what Mark Zuckerberg said. Facebook users are dumb, whatever that next word is, I don't know, for sharing their data and giving up privacy. But we do it all the time. But if you had a chance to keep your information private or let big tech, all these companies, profit off it, what would you say? It's a rhetorical question. I think you'd say you want it private or you want to benefit from it. Here's something funny. I don't use a credit card anymore unless I get rewards, unless I get miles for American Airlines or I get, Marriott points or whatever it is or cash back. Well, here's the evolution of online communication. In thinking that, you're going to hear about R-Link more, but do you want to get rewarded for using it or not? Do you want to just pay for something or do you want to get rewarded for it? So Web 1.0 was static websites, email, basic chat. Then we had 2.0. This is where I heard about the internet. And I was in construction and I was building $1 million tenant fit outs that were tiny, but they used all kinds of crazy stuff like X glass and all this stuff. But I didn't take the time to ask them, what are they doing? What do they do? I just built the place and that's it. Web 2.0 is social media, centralized video platforms. Now we got Web 3.0, which is blockchain powered, user owned infrastructure. That's important to understand. And our link is decentralized video with a built in economic model for you. So you guys are going to know this next slide. Blockbuster Netflix. I'm the guy that loved Blockbuster. I'm the guy that had thousands of DVDs. I got it down to about 500. And I used to buy, anytime they had some deal, it was like 2 for, I don't know, it was 2 for 7, 3 for 9, whatever the thing was. I had doubles of things. I moved from California, loaded them up on a truck with all my other stuff. I mean, it was like huge boxes. And I brought it to Dallas, put it in our theater room. Maybe watched 10 movies on there, but we always watched Netflix. So literally 8 years later, a couple months ago, I packed them all up, hundreds, probably 500 in boxes. And I was going to sell them. I was almost crying to get rid of them. I mean, it sounds ridiculous. My wife laughs at me. But I couldn't even sell them. Nobody's buying them. They're like, I'll give you 10 cents a piece. I was like, all right, forget it. So I took it to Goodwill. I said, do whatever you want with it. Well, Netflix came along with Blockbuster, and they did on-demand streaming, user-focused experience, okay? And they went to Blockbuster and said, hey, this is streaming. This is the future. Buy us for $50 million. Blockbuster laughed them out of their office. Where's Blockbuster? Blockbuster's gone. Here's a thought. I used to go to meeting or go to webinar. I used to use it all the time. Zoom came out and it was much better, so I stopped using those. I've not used those in 10 years probably. Why? Because the platform was better. When you see, you're going to be like, wow, this is way better than that. Here's your decision point. Traditional platforms are today's Blockbuster. You got to understand that. When the time has come for something, time has come. Our link is Netflix, and it's the tipping point. Look, the opportunity definitely won't wait. Whether you do anything with this, whether I do anything with this, its time has come and people are going to hear about it. Look, you're either going to be the Netflix, you're going to either be the Netflix of the shift or the Blockbuster. I don't want to be the Blockbuster. I've been that too many times. I want to be the Netflix. So you think about the future of video conferencing, it's inevitable. Skype, I don't even know if Skype exists anymore, but I remember so many glitches with that. Then go to webinar, go to meeting, Zoom, Google Meet, Teams. It's like, there's no loyalty. People are like, oh, people are so used to Zoom. Well, you're on our link right now because somebody sent you that link. So if you sent me a Zoom, I'd be on a Zoom. If you sent me a Google Meet, I have a hard time with Google Meets every time, but my buddy only uses Google Meets, so I get on with that. I one more time with Google Meets, and that's it. So all you guys in our link land, one more time, and I'm not getting on it. But I don't even really get on Zooms anymore. But you got to think, this is it. If it's better, people are going to use it. So the traditional model, you use the platform, they profit. Transformation, blockchain decentralizes ownership. So anybody that has a node, if you don't know what a node is, just a piece of software that you host in the cloud, and you can host it helps run the projects. Okay, I'll give you examples in just a second. But the R-Link model, you help power it, and you get rewarded for it. I like being involved with a lot of things, but I love getting rewarded for my participation. Look, you use it, you host or join a meeting on R-Link, you add energy to the flywheel through real-world usage. You power it, you run around. I'll explain what that is. Again, it's just a piece of software that helps run the platform. You support the infrastructure and help it scale, and you earn rewards. You own it. You can buy rally codes. I think you can buy them on MetaMask or Uniswap or something like that. Don't ask me how all that works. I just figured it out, and now I know how to do it. So you participate in the system's future beyond just the access of it. So that's the biggest thing. Very, very simple to do it. So meet Arlink. It's the first blockchain-powered video conferencing platform. It's built for privacy. There's no tracking. There's no surveillance. There's no selling your data. Designed for growth, and there's a reward system. And we'll get into that more. So how do you get involved with this? It's very, very simple. The person that got you on this R-Link presentation can actually share with you how to get started. You use the R-Link platform, secure privacy first video platform. You get a Rally node. I'll tell you about it. There's only 100,000 of them. They start at 500. They sell 100 of them. It goes up $100. And now they're at 5,700 bucks. But they'll go to 10 grand. They'll go to 15 grand. They'll go to 10. So you can hold tokens as well. But what's the big difference? Like, think about this. You participate in the infrastructure that powers the platform. You're part of it. You earn tokens for participation and referrals. So you get rewarded when people use the system. Think about this. It's not network marketing. It's not referral marketing, but it's meeting software. The caveat is this. If I joined you in something and you were going to get me to use Zoom and I never used it before, you're going to send me a link. It goes zoom.us. And what do I click on it? I set up an account. I pay for it. Zoom gets paid. Now I'm an account. Now you have the opportunity to have a link, send it to somebody, they get signed up, you earn rewards when you use it. Simple as that. You own the infrastructure, not rent. So here's the last thing that you got to think about before we get into like what a node is and all that. Think about the real cost of inaction. Every meeting you host makes like Zoom and all those other ones, their platform stronger, but it does nothing for you or I. Every call you join feeds their system, but we stay locked up. Every month you wait enriches big tech. I read this every single day. I do one of these, and it just makes me, because it's like we're powering it, we don't get anything from it. So every day spent on Zoom is another day data is making somebody rich, and I don't like that. I don't know about you. So what's a Rally node? A Rally node is just a piece of software you install either on your computer. I don't do it on my computer because it goes out every 5 minutes. I just host it in the cloud. And it connects to R-Link, the Rally blockchain, that network. It helps process data, secure the platform, and you get rewarded every time somebody uses this system. You don't need to be technical, thank God. You don't need, the software does all the work. You don't have to do any of that stuff. You don't know how it all works. Here's a great analogy. Now I used to go from, I'm trying to think, like from my house to the beach in Ocean City, Maryland. We would go over the Chesapeake Bay, but we had to go over a bridge. And there was a toll every time you went over. What up? 10 times a day, once a week, once a year. But that toll booth was there. There was a bunch. It was a quarter, they had 50 cents, and it got more. I was like, I would love to own one of those. I used to always say to my dad, let's buy one of those. And he'd laugh at me. He goes, all right, let's buy one. Imagine a highway where every car pays a toll. They have to pay a toll to go through. Now imagine you own one of those toll booths. Think about it. But instead of cars, it's video meetings. Instead of tolls, you get Rally tokens. So the digital highway, your own toll booth, you earn rewards whether you do anything or not. You set it up and forget it. And that's it. Think about this. Do you remember back in the day when cell phones were terrible? They were expensive. They went out all the time. I remember going into a town that I lived in, and I'd go around this band, I'd go around this circle, whatever, and I would tell my friends, hey, I'm going to lose you in a minute. I'll call you right back. It was almost like every day. Do you remember the commercial? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? I don't remember what company that was, but I remember that. Well, the cell phone companies paid landowners every month to place towers on their property. That's how they connected everybody in the state. They need the space, the landowners provided it, and they get paid to do so. A Rally node works the same way. The network needs infrastructure. You provide it by purchasing an R-Link node, and you get rewarded for it every single day. It's a win-win scenario where you get rewarded for powering the future of communication. Look, and getting in early is better than getting in late. It's like owning a slice of the system that everybody's using. You don't need to know code. Thank God. I say that all the time. You don't need expensive hardware. You just install it. It takes like 15 minutes, literally from start to finish, maybe 10. And it's set up, and once it's done, it starts earning rewards as usage grows. So I want you to think about this. I want you to think about why big tech profits and you and I get left behind. I want you to think about this. This is real important. Big tech, they own 99%. Okay, a few executives capture almost all the value created by millions of users. our contribution is 100. You, it's a one-way flow, and honestly, I think it's terrible. I think if you go the other way, it's great. Look at this. The orange is the platform revenue. Now go to the end where it says user rewards and user ownership. Can't even find it on the circle. It's not even there. It's like there's nothing. You host a meeting for them. You provide the content and bring the participants. They monetize the data. Your information becomes their asset, and then you get nothing. Nothing. No compensation for your contribution. I didn't get a free account. I mean, I think I was paying $30 a month, which, isn't crazy, but hey, it would have been nice to get my couple grand a year back or whatever. So with Rlink, you use the platform, you earn tokens. You host meetings, you earn tokens. You run a rally node, you own part of the structure, you help run it, and you earn the Mind Rally tokens daily. I mean, it's pretty simple. You don't have to know anything. Imagine this. Every meeting you host, every session that passes through your node helps grow the network, and you're the one being rewarded, not big tech. I don't know about you, but it sounds good to me. What if there was a way to actually own the infrastructure, not just use it? Let's take a quick look real quick at tokenization.
Anything of value will be a token on a blockchain. Not a coin, not a thing. It's literally a line item on a public ledger. Everything of value will be that. And every transaction of value will happen in digital assets. Wipe out all of DTCC, which processes $1.8 quadrillion a year.
DTCC's subsidiaries are the underlying infrastructure that enable the financial markets to operate seamlessly every business.
So I want you to think about this. Like, what's in it for you? What's in it for me? What can we do with this? It's like, if I could own a part of this, what everybody else uses, I mean, that would be absolutely huge. So kind of here's what we built. Your contact creates the value for these guys, okay? They capture your data. Shareholders collect the profit. The cycle continues. It's like, what does it mean for us? Well, I'm still thinking about that. Zoom made $3.4 billion in 2024. You and I made nothing. I'm a free market capitalist. That's great. But if you gave me 2 credit cards and you were telling me I get 5% cash back on this one and I get nothing from this one, but you're going to give me $1 million credit limit, I would throw that in the trash because this one I'm getting rewards for it. It's like a no-brainer. I wouldn't even think about it. I'm like, here's why I would do this. So this is why the opportunity won't wait. It's not waiting on you. It's not waiting on me or anybody. Timing isn't a detail. It is the difference between watching others win or being one of them. If you see this graph here, like Bitcoin, there's a fixed number of rally nodes. There's 100,000 nodes. Once they're gone, they're gone. And the earlier you're in, the higher your earned share. The one line is that's going down. Rewards decrease as more people join. The one that's going up, early adopters get the largest slice by far. So not a sales pitch. It's just like, hey, when you look at any opportunity, anything that's out there, here's the way I look at it. To get involved in something in the beginning, it's very low. The cost or whatever, money, whatever you want to call it, but the risk may be very high because nobody knows about it. It's just you and your buddies talking about it or whatever. But the what you can make on it could be massive. Now, what most people do is they wait till it's self-evident, and then they try to get involved. The cost is a lot higher, the risk is a lot lower, but your like return is a lot less. If you guys write down Jeff Bezos, I don't know what it is, but go onto YouTube and write Jeff Bezos raises $1 million from 20 people. Amazon was going out of business, and it was a losing company for years. And he needed to raise $1 million or was going to go out of business. He raised $1 million, $50,000 from 20 people. He went to lots of people, but 20 people said yes. Said, I believe in you, Jeff. I believe you're going to make this work. Now they could have lost it like that, and they knew it. But if you think about it, I think he talks about it on that little video, that $50,000 investment is worth billions and billions of dollars to those people. because it's the people took the biggest risk. And I believe in risk, but I believe in, I want to see who's involved. Do I like this? Can I learn this? Would I share it with my family and friends? And is it something that I believe in? So you've got to think about it this way also. We're the first video platform built to convert, not just to communicate. We have AI-powered translation. I used to do Zooms for Japan. And I had Korea, I had Colombia, I had Germany, and I could only do one language at a time because I would have to speak a language. I would have to speak a language, speak English, a sentence in English, and they would translate it. Then they translate it. So it would take twice as long. Now I can talk to 10 people in 10 different countries, 10 different languages, and it has AI-powered translation. Clickable call to action buttons on the screen. Here's the craziest part. I'm going to show you these and virtual environments that you can make up. So I'm going to show you this real quick. Oh, it pops up right there. Now, I don't think these go anywhere, but if I'm doing a presentation and I put this up there, they can click on that right now. And people can buy right now instead of doing it on Zoom, not knocking them, put it in the chat. It's lost in the chat. You record it, send it out, the chat's gone. Get this. These call to action buttons on the recording are live for all people to do. You can click on these buttons and they're live. I mean, that's a big deal. Let's say that I have a company and I'm in insurance and I'm selling four or five different insurance plans, or I sell skincare, nutrition, weight loss, whatever. I could say, hey guys, click on this button and you can buy the product right now. Click on this button, you can make yourself look younger. Click on this one, you can shine your car. And again, this is important. This is important. When you record this and send it out, it's live for those people forever. They can click on them whenever they want. So if somebody's doing real estate and they say they're doing maybe they do a Facebook post, hey, jump on my R link and I'm going to show you this house. Click, book a private showing today. I mean, it's simple. Like, it's simple. It makes it simple. While most platforms focus on conversation, which was great, our link is designed for conversion. Every meeting can be a moment of action. So I look at it like it's a no-brainer. Where sales happen before the call, before it ends. Like, it happens on the call before it ends. If you do a presentation, I've done this 1,000 times. I do a presentation on Zoom. I have 50 people on. I got to get off there, dial the phone 50 times to call those people to see if they're interested, to answer questions, all that. I can do it right here. And if somebody's interested, they can click on it right there when they're ready to buy. I mean, it makes it so simple. So imagine hosting a meeting that rewards you in real time. You earn rally tokens from participation and no traffic. Close deals inside the meeting with zero friction. I mean, I love it. Like, people are talking about Web 2.0, Web 3.0. It's like business 3.0. It's not even Web 3.0. It's a game changer, ask me. So there's different ways to join. I mean, you can do whatever you want to do. You can use the platform. Look, get back with the person who invited you. We have a 14-day free trial. You can try it out for 14 days. You can experience all that it has to offer. You can own a rally node and you can just host it online and you can help run the platforms. You don't have to do anything. You could be sleeping, but it's earning these rewards every day for you connecting this platform together, just like the cell phone towers, just like the toll booths, just like all of that stuff. We got all the support that you need. I mean, we've got incredible support. We got people we call the OGs that have been around for years. They've been living on crypto for years. They're always there to help. Step-by-step onboarding. You know, I always tell people, hey, let me walk you through it one time. You'll get it. It's simple, and you'll figure it out. So we got the access. We got training materials that will teach you all about blockchain, all about our products, all that stuff. So basically what sets us apart is real participation. Built-in AI conversion tools. That's the biggest one for me. It's like you're not just using the platform, you're contributing to the future of how it's run. And it's happening right now. People go, how long have you been around? I think it's like 5 months. And it wasn't that great the first couple of months. I love it. I used it, but there was glitches all over the place. I mean, we're 95% out there. I mean, I use it every day. I don't have problems. And they're always adding good stuff to it. So the window is closed. Not a sales pitch. I know it's a cliche, but I want you to think about it. It's not limited. It's finite. Arlink has a supply ecosystem. Once the maximum numbers of nodes are claimed, that's it. There's no more. There's 100,000 nodes. When they're gone, and they are never making any more. That's it. They're gone. So I say something like first mover's advantage. I've said that a lot in the beginning of anything that I do. It's another cliche, but you have to read this. Early adoption. The early adopters, the ones, how do I say it? The pioneers. The pioneers are the ones that take all the arrows in the back, but they're the ones that come out on top. I always say secure your position before everybody hears about it. Network growth, the more users, more traffic flowing through your infrastructure. That's it. Increase rewards. Early node operators position by getting in early to earn more. It's as simple as that. The faster you get involved, the faster you can partake in everything that we're doing. And I say this, I loved it from the beginning. I jumped in. I am kind of like a ready, fire, aim kind of guy, but I did my research, I asked questions, they called me the question boy, and I just went through it and paid attention. Why most people miss out? They wait for guarantees, they underestimate the timing, and they are very early. Like most people do, if you ask somebody if they know about this, they don't. But there's a hesitation phase, and they wait for that the proven technology or whatever, the inflection point, the adoption curve, and it's almost over. And then the window closes. We've all been there. We've all missed opportunities. We all wish we could turn the clock back and go back and check different things out. The question is really, will you move while there still matters? Right now, you have a decision to make. Not right this second, but maybe. The nodes aren't going to be gone tomorrow, but they're going to be gone eventually. It's like, do you want to be one of the few who shift before it's obvious? And when I go through this, I ask people at the end, I go, is this better than Zoom? I go, give me a yes or no. And they go, yes. I go, do you think you'll do better in business using this or Zoom? They go, this. It's like, try the platform for yourself. Join the community. Claim your Rally node or Arlink tokens. It's as simple as that. I didn't know how to do any of this before. None of it. I was terrible. But somebody showed me how to do it. Somebody cared enough to show me about it. It's like, don't miss your chance to be part of this, because you're going to look back and you're going to go, I was there. You own the node for a lifetime. Okay, it's a permanent license. You own a permanent piece of the Arlink network. It never expires. You're an exclusive community that will help you and give you access to all the early adopters, and they know a lot. The adopters know a lot. And it's a simple setup process. I promise, even if you don't know anything, just ask the guy who's never done anything in blockchain or crypto. I say, you pretty good with the computer? He goes, yeah. I go, can you follow instructions? He goes, yeah. I go, 15 minutes. And he goes, okay, cool. And there's ongoing support. There's so much support. It's like, it's coming out of years. Now you could say, why don't I just go? Well, look at these numbers. It could cost you hundreds of thousands of dollars to build something like this, and years of experience, coders and all that stuff. It's like, you can buy a node and you can be in there and you wouldn't have to do any of this stuff. It's like, lock in your price, because the price goes up. Once they sell 100, it goes up for sure. That's not a pitch. It's like, it could go up today, it could go up tomorrow, it could go up next week, it could go up next month, whatever. But it started at 2,500 like 5 months ago or something, and it's now at 5,700. It's definitely a time-sensitive opportunity. Like I said, the price, it goes up $100 for every one. And the network growth rewards, as it scales, the earliest contributors are best positioned, period. They're the ones that take the biggest risk. They're the ones that plugged in, asked questions, took 20 minutes to set up, plug and play design. This is perfect. 20 minutes, plug and play, proven support. It's super, super easy. Super simple. Shouldn't say easy. It's simple. So the window is definitely closing fast. You got to think about, the network is going to grow very quickly. This isn't like, we have a project that's called Grow. Okay, it deals with farming, but you need cows, you need food, you need all this stuff. This is meeting software. Like, we're ready to go to the world. You can share this with everybody that you want. You're very early. Now, when you start hearing about it, you're going to start to panic. You're going to be like, I was there, I should have done something. Take 5 minutes and sign up. You get a 14-day free trial. get your free referral link and share it with somebody. Simple as that. Sign up with Connect, get your Connect wallet. It's free to get started. Start learning this stuff and all that. The opportunity cost, it is real. It's real, guys. And I always say, remember this time. Get back with the person that shared this with you. I can't remember all the times that we're doing presentations, so I'm going to do a little